3 minutes. That's all heaven is asking you for right now. Just 3 minutes to change the way your heart feels, the way your days unfold, the way your story continues. Your name has been spoken in the courts of light today, and Archangel Michael has stepped forward, carrying a message with your name written in gold. Heaven has already stamped, approved, over your pending miracle, and now the angels are trying to make sure you receive it before the night falls. This is not an accident. This is not random. This is divine timing reaching for you in this very moment. Stop whatever you're doing right now and lean in. Michael is standing closer than you've felt in a long time. He is speaking softly but with the strength that shakes away doubt. My dear one, he says, you have carried so much in silence, and heaven has decided that this is the season you will see the answer. Not just hear promises, but see them unfold before your eyes. The approval has already been given. Nothing can take it away now. But you must open your heart to receive it. Don't skip this part. Because in these next lines is the reason your soul has been restless lately. For days, maybe weeks, you have felt a strange pull, a sense that something is coming but you can't quite explain it. That's not your imagination. That's the angels shifting the atmosphere around you. It's Michael preparing the ground for what's already on the way. Someone is about to speak your name in a room you've never entered. Someone is about to extend a hand that opens a door you thought was shut forever. And when it happens, you'll remember this moment and know it wasn't luck, it was heaven's alignment. You've been patient. You've been faithful in ways even you forgot to count. You've loved when you had reasons to close your heart. You've given when no one noticed. And all of it has been recorded in heaven. Now, those seeds are about to bloom. Michael wants you to know this will not be a small change. It will be a shift so deep that you will feel lighter, freer, more at peace than you have in years. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you will know, without question, that heaven kept its word. And listen closely, child, this part is important. The blessing will come in a form you may not expect. It might be a conversation that feels ordinary but holds the key to your next step. It might be an invitation that leads you to people who see and honor your light. It might be a message that reaches you out of nowhere but feels like it was written for your heart alone. Don't dismiss what feels small. Michael says heaven often hides the extraordinary in the ordinary, so only those who are listening will notice. Before tonight ends, something will shift. It could be in your heart, in your circumstances, or in the way someone speaks to you. But you will feel it, the quiet certainty that something good is now in motion for you. And that is why this moment matters. Because right now, Michael is not just delivering a message, he is watching to see if your spirit stays open long enough to receive what's coming. So don't rush away. Don't scroll to the next thing. Stay. Because your yes in this moment tells heaven you are ready for the rest of what has already been approved. Michael is smiling now. He can already see it, the way you will look when the news arrives, the way your shoulders will drop when the weight lifts, the way your heart will feel when peace settles in like it never left. And he says, it's closer than you think. Closer than the doubts in your mind. Closer than the waiting has made you believe. Tonight is the turning point, and you will remember it as the evening heaven reminded you, you are not forgotten. Child, I see the way your heart leans in when truth calls to you. You try to be strong, but deep down you've been asking for a sign. Not just any sign, but the one that would finally tell you that the wait is almost over. Michael says, this is that sign. The miracle is not just on its way, it is already standing at your doorstep in the realm of spirit, and all heaven is waiting for you to open the door. You've walked through seasons where silence felt louder than promises. You've prayed prayers that ended with tears on your pillow, wondering if heaven still heard you. But Michael has been watching, carrying those prayers to the throne, whispering your name in the presence of the Most High. Every moment you thought was unnoticed, every kindness you gave without return, every time you forgave without an apology, it was written. And heaven keeps perfect records. Now those records have been brought before God, and the verdict has been declared, approved. Not delayed. Not denied. Approved. Your pending miracle now has a release date, and Michael is here to make sure you know it before anyone else. But there is something important, a heavenly law that even miracles obey. You must be in position to receive. This is not about physical location, this is about the posture of your heart. Are you ready to believe that what's coming is for you? Are you willing to lay down the fear that whispers, maybe not this time? Because Michael says the blessing has your name, but doubt can make you close your hands when you were meant to open them. In the next few hours, you may feel an unusual peace settle over you. Don't ignore it. That's the sign that Michael is clearing the path. You may get a message that feels too good to be true, don't second guess it. You may meet someone whose words feel like they've been dipped in light, that's a divine connection. And before tonight ends, there will be a moment, big or small, that confirms this message in your heart. Michael leans closer now. I need you to remember this, he says. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are not behind. The timing has been perfect, even when you didn't understand. And now, you are standing on the edge of the moment we have been preparing for you. So breathe. Let go of what's been heavy. Smile at the thought of what's already coming. And keep your spirit awake, because the next sound you hear, the next name you see, the next message you open, could be the one heaven wrote for you today. Child, you have been feeling it for days now, that quiet pull in your spirit, that gentle nudge telling you something is shifting. It's not your imagination. Michael says, we have been rearranging things in the unseen just for you. Doors that have been locked for years are suddenly loosening. People who ignored you will start remembering you. Opportunities you thought were gone will resurface like they never left. Heaven has been in a meeting about you. Yes, your name has been spoken in places you have never stepped into. Your prayers have been echoed in the chambers of angels. And today, Michael was given the scroll with your name in golden letters, a scroll that carries the announcement, release their miracle. You have been faithful in seasons that felt dry. You watered other people's dreams while your own felt forgotten. But child, the law of heaven is clear, those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Your harvest is not just coming, it's ripe. And the sound you hear in the spirit right now is the sound of angels gathering it into your hands. Michael says there is one thing he needs you to do before tonight. Take a moment, even if it's small, to thank God in advance. Not because the blessing is far away, but because it's already here, walking towards you. Gratitude opens the gate wide, so that nothing delays what is already yours. You may notice something unusual, a sudden thought, a dream, a flash of a name or place. Pay attention. These are not random. They are heavenly coordinates leading you to your miracle. Even the people you cross paths with today could be carrying a piece of the answer you've been waiting for. Child, hear this with your whole heart. You are not chasing the blessing anymore. The blessing is chasing you. It has found your address in the spirit and is about to knock on your door in the natural. And when it arrives, you will know, because it will carry a peace so deep that you will not have to question it. Michael's voice softens now. You have waited long enough. You have cried long enough. You have been in the shadows long enough. Now it is your time to stand in the light. Before this night ends, there will be a sign so clear that you cannot miss it. And when it comes, I want you to remember these words: heaven keeps its promises. Child, I need you to pause and take this in. Every delay you faced, every no you heard, every closed door you walked away from, they were not rejections, they were redirections. Michael says, we didn't let you walk through certain doors because we were preparing a better one, a door with your name engraved on it. And now, that door is standing wide open in the Spirit. You have felt like you were left behind, watching others receive their blessings while you stood still. But heaven never forgot your name. In fact, the silence you endured was the sound of God working behind the curtain. Your miracle was being shaped in secret, away from the eyes of those who would have tried to stop it. Michael tells me, there is a yes coming for you that will undo years of no's. A single breakthrough moment that will make you forget the long nights of doubt. And it will happen in such a way that you will know, it wasn't luck, it was heaven's hand. Even now, as you hear these words, angels are positioning the right people in your path. A conversation will open a door. A message will bring clarity. A chance encounter will confirm what your spirit has been sensing for weeks. Nothing will be random. Every detail will feel divinely timed. Child, there's a reason this message found you today. Not yesterday, not next week, but now. Because the timing of your miracle is aligned with this very moment. Your heart is ready to receive. Your spirit is strong enough to carry what's coming. And your faith has been tested enough to hold it without losing it. Michael says, we have seen your faith in secret. Now we will reward you in the open. The very people who doubted you will watch as heaven honors you. Not to embarrass them, but to glorify the God who never left your side. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to whisper this in your heart: I am ready. Because when you say it, you give heaven permission to deliver what has been waiting at your doorstep. And when it comes, you will not just receive a blessing, you will step into a new season where blessings flow without pause. Child, I want you to understand this. The reason your spirit has been so restless lately is because something you prayed for long ago has finally been released. It's been traveling toward you through layers of time, through delays, through prayers you forgot you even prayed. Michael says, "We held it until the exact moment your heart was ready and your path was clear. And now, the seal has been broken. Every tear you cried in private was counted. Every night you whispered, 'God, don't forget me,' was heard. Even in the seasons when you thought nothing was happening, angels were working in silence, moving the right pieces, removing the wrong people, and guarding you from paths that would have stolen your joy." Michael leans closer and says, "Tell them, the waiting was not a punishment, it was a preparation. Because what's coming next is too precious to be placed in unready hands. And now, heaven sees that you are ready. There will be signs, subtle, yet undeniable. A message you weren't expecting. A phone call that changes your day. A door that opens without you knocking. And when it happens, your heart will know, this is the moment I was being prepared for. Child, I need you to believe this. No one can take what heaven has written in your name. They can try to delay it, distract you from it, or make you doubt it, but they cannot erase it. You are stepping into a chapter where favor will find you without you chasing it. Where peace will settle over your mind like a blanket after a storm. Where love, the kind you've been praying for, will feel safe and steady. Before tonight ends, I want you to say quietly to yourself, I trust the timing. Because this is not just another day. This is the alignment of your prayers with heaven's release. And when your blessing arrives, it will carry the fragrance of divine timing, the weight of answered prayers, and the undeniable mark of God's hand. Michael says, be ready, because once it starts, it will not stop. This is not a single miracle. This is the beginning of a flow. Child, I see the heaviness you've been carrying, the quiet questions you don't say out loud, the hope you keep hidden because you're afraid of being disappointed again. But Michael is saying, tell them, the disappointment is over. This time, it will not slip away. You've been in a season where everything felt almost enough, almost right, almost yours, but somehow, it would fade before you could hold it. That pattern is breaking now. Heaven has placed your name in rooms you've never walked into. Your prayers have reached ears you didn't even know were listening. And there is someone, right now, speaking good over your life when you are not in the room to defend yourself. That is divine covering. That is the favor you've been asking for. Michael wants you to slow down tonight and notice the whispers, the gentle nudges in your spirit, the sense that something is about to happen. That's not just your imagination, it's the vibration of heaven aligning with your life. It's the reason you've been feeling pulled to listen, to wait, to open messages like this. Because if you miss the moment, you'll miss the confirmation your heart has been asking for. And listen, when this blessing arrives, it won't come with noise or drama. It will come quietly, like a sunrise, filling every corner of your life with light before you even realize the darkness is gone. You'll look around and wonder how peace took over so quickly. You'll notice that the weight you carried for years is simply not there anymore. That is how God works, suddenly, yet perfectly timed. So keep your heart open tonight. Make space for it. And when it comes, do not doubt it. This is your moment to receive without fear, to step into the good that is already written with your name on it. Michael ends with this, tell them, before this day ends, heaven will give them a sign so clear they cannot mistake it. Be watching, child. Your confirmation is closer than you think. My dear child, Michael is leaning closer now, his voice carrying a calm authority that settles into your heart. He says, do not rush past this moment. You prayed for this, and heaven has already begun to arrange it in your favor. There is a shift happening that you cannot yet see with your eyes, but your spirit has been sensing it. That strange stillness in the air? That sudden feeling that you should slow down tonight? It is because your miracle is approaching with steps so gentle you could miss it if you aren't paying attention. You see, heaven never sends blessings wrapped in chaos, those are counterfeits. When God moves, He moves with order, with peace, with a quiet assurance that no one can shake. This is what is coming for you now. A new chapter, yes, but not just any chapter, one where you no longer have to fight for every inch of progress. Opportunities will find you, doors will open without you forcing them, and people will show up in your life carrying exactly what you need. Michael says you have been tested in the past months, not to break you, but to prove you. And now that you have stood your ground, even when everything in you wanted to give up, the heavens have declared, it is time. Time for restoration. Time for answers. Time for the kind of joy that doesn't fade after a few hours but lingers, becoming part of who you are. Before this day ends, watch for a moment that feels too perfectly timed to be random. It may be a message from someone unexpected, a sudden opportunity, or even a word that confirms exactly what your heart has been asking in secret. When you see it, don't overthink it. Receive it. That is the sign that the miracle has landed in your world. And when you look back, you will remember this moment, the moment you chose to pause, to listen, to believe. And you will realize it was the turning point. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you aligned with the promise already written for you. Child, lean in. Michael's voice has not left you since the moment you began to listen. He says, now that your heart is open, the heavens can release what was being held back. For so long, there were blessings with your name on them, sealed and waiting, like letters in the hands of an angel who could not deliver them until the right moment. And now, that moment is here. You will notice it first in small ways. The heaviness you have been carrying will feel lighter without you forcing it away. Conversations that once drained you will no longer pull you into frustration. Your thoughts will begin to settle into peace, and even the air around you will feel different. It's not imagination, it's the shift of heaven's order entering your space. Michael is showing me that you are stepping into a time when things will not just happen to you, but for you. People you haven't spoken to in a long time will reappear, not to disturb you, but to bless you. Opportunities that were once out of reach will now be offered without you chasing them. And in your heart, you will know, this is the result of every tear, every prayer, every silent night where you thought no one heard you. There is also a specific moment coming where you will be faced with a choice. It will feel small, like it doesn't matter much, but it will be the doorway to something greater. Michael says, choose what brings peace, not what brings noise. That single choice will unlock a path you have not walked before, a path with no hidden traps, no false promises, only steady light leading you forward. And when you step into it, you will see how the heavens had been preparing this all along. Every delay, every disappointment, every unanswered question, it was shaping you, positioning you, and aligning you so that when your blessing came, you would be ready to keep it, not lose it. You will not go back to the days of constant struggle. This time, you will walk in the ease of divine favor. And everyone who once doubted you will see with their own eyes what God can do when He decides it's your time. My beloved, stay here with me a little longer, because the next words you hear will settle deep into your spirit and you will remember them for days to come. Michael says, when the hand of heaven moves, it does not ask permission from the storms around you. It simply clears the path. This is exactly what is happening in your life right now. The very things that once blocked you will begin to move out of your way without a fight. The same doors that stayed shut for years will begin to open quietly, almost without you noticing at first. Opportunities will feel natural, not forced. You will walk into rooms where your name has already been spoken with honor, and people will treat you with a respect you didn't have to demand. This is what happens when the favor of God arrives before you do. There is also someone who has been quietly thinking of you, praying for you, and holding back words they have wanted to say. Soon, those words will reach you, and they will carry both love and clarity. You will not have to wonder about their heart anymore, because the truth will be given to you without games, without confusion. Michael says this moment will bring healing where you once felt abandoned. And listen closely, this is not just about blessings. It is about transformation. You will not recognize yourself in a few months, not because you will become someone else, but because you will finally see the version of you that God always saw. The strength, the wisdom, the calm spirit, it's all rising now. No more shrinking yourself to fit where you don't belong. No more silencing your heart to keep the peace for others. This new season is about you stepping fully into who you were meant to be. So breathe deeply, child, and lift your head. What is coming is not something you have to chase, it is something that is chasing you, guided by heaven's own hand. And when it reaches you, you will look back and understand why nothing else worked out, because this was the plan all along. Child, as I speak to you now, heaven is closer than you think. Michael is leaning near, holding a scroll with your name written in golden letters. On this scroll are the things you once prayed for, cried for, even forgot you asked for, yet heaven never forgot. One by one, they are being marked as approved. Do you remember the nights you whispered prayers into the dark, unsure if anyone was listening? Those prayers were caught like drops of water in the hands of angels. Not one was wasted. Some were planted like seeds in the soil of time, waiting for the right season to bloom, and my dear, that season is now. In the days ahead, you will notice small signs first. A message from someone you haven't heard from in years. A sudden piece of good news that comes when you least expect it. A weight lifting from your chest without knowing why. Each sign will whisper the same truth, it's here. The miracle you were told about is not far off in some distant future, it's unfolding even as you listen. Michael says, do not doubt the quiet days, for they are the ground where the loud blessings grow. Your patience, your kindness, your faith, even when it felt weak, have built something stronger than you realize. And now, doors you didn't even knock on will swing open. People you thought forgot you will remember you with honor. Resources will find you without you chasing them. But more than anything, peace will come. Not the kind of peace that disappears when life gets noisy, but the kind that settles deep inside you and refuses to leave. The kind that lets you sleep knowing you are fully held by the one who wrote your story. So hold this truth in your heart. You are stepping into a chapter where love finds you, blessings overtake you, and miracles feel like every day.